just a girl and she's on fire, hotter than a fantasy, lonely like a highway. She's living in a world and it's on fire, filled with catastrophe, but she knows she can fly away. Oh, she got both feet on the ground and she's burning it down. Oh, she got her head in the clouds and she's not backing down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Looks like a girl, but she's a flame, so bright she can burn your eyes.
Welcome to this special occasion, the retirement ceremony of Lieutenant Janice P. Whittaker from the United States Navy. This ceremony is the final stage in a very full and productive career that spanned 21 years of naval service. 21 years. Is there anyone here under 21?
Although your work life may be forever changed, your family life is the constant that keeps you feeling stable. Congratulations, shipmate, on your retirement.
We all thank you for your loyalty and service to the world's greatest Navy, the United States Navy.
He wears no medals today, will never reap any glory from the field of battle, but he is a hero nonetheless. In the truest sense of the word, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a Navy husband. She is very grateful for all the times you made her laugh and smile, because it gave her more motivation to continue to fulfill her mission every single day of her life. Your unconditional love and the values you have taught helped define her character that led her to become an outstanding naval officer. You selflessly devoted your time and effort to ensuring that her needs were met while she managed both professional and personal careers.
In closing, woo! Like, yes, finally! We're burning up in here! Sorry, I had to let all that. It's truly been my pleasure and honor to serve our country. Thank you for taking the time to celebrate with me today, and I wish you all nothing but the best life has to offer. Thank you very much.
Buenos días. Buenos días. Magandang umaga? Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard the historic Army Medical Department Amphitheater for the retirement ceremony of Lieutenant Janice Whittaker, Medical Service Corps, United States Navy. I am Lieutenant Commander Fernando Patron Jr., retired, your Master of Ceremonies. In just a few minutes, we'll render honors for the arrival of the official party. Please silence all electronic devices. For visitors to the AMED Amphitheater, you are welcome to observe today's retirement ceremony. Will the guests please rise and remain standing for the arrival of the official party, the national anthem, and invocation. Military members, please cover. Side boys, post. Lieutenant, United States Navy, arriving. United States Navy. Arriving. Color Guard, parade the colors. We will now proceed with the national anthem. Retire the colors.
Colors, shoulder, heart.
Lieutenant Commander Christian Carlson, Chaplain Corps, United States Navy, will now deliver the invocation.
So amazing hearing that anthem and seeing these participants and every one of you. I know it means the world to Janice and Reggie and their family. Would you join me in prayer? Father, what a glorious day that you've given us. And as we come and we gather and celebrate Janice's dedication and accomplishments in the United States Navy, we want to welcome your presence of your powerful Holy Spirit. The Whitakers told me that Psalm 18, I love you, Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock, my fortress and deliverer. The refuge, horn of my salvation, my stronghold. Those words have rung true along their Navy journey. And we thank you. We thank you, Lord, for their family here. For, of course, Reggie and Darren and Avery and Mama Lola and Jacqueline and Cisa and Janine and Earl and his bride. We want to thank you, too, for Earl Sr. with Jesus in your glory. And we thank you that he's in that great cloud of witnesses celebrating what's going on today. Lord, we've got a cosmopolitan sister who's served around the world in our U.S. Navy, and she's brought so much dedication throughout this time since 9/11 till now, when our nation needed it. She came to its defense with courage and as a healer. Thank you. Now today, as the emotion hits each of us and she sees that next generation, she's trained, ready to take the watch. Would you put a joy in her heart? Would you, oh God, be the one as she celebrates, allowing her to turn her heart to home and these dreams to come, and that you would satisfy her and Reggie, the children, with good things. We lift up those in harm's way, our president, all who serve in this nation we love, and we give it to you all in your holy name. Amen.
Side boys, post. Will the guests please be seated? Military members, please uncover and remain uncovered until instructed. Thank you. Commander Owens, ma'am, distinguished guests, shipmates, family, friends, Mama Lola, where are you, ma'am? There you are. It says Reginald here, but Reggie? Not sure who that is. And of course, Darren and Avery. Darren and Avery, hi. Welcome to this special occasion, the retirement ceremony of Lieutenant Janice P. Whittaker from the United States Navy. This ceremony is the final stage in a very full and productive career that spanned 21 years of naval service. 21 years. Is there anyone here under 21? Starting with me. Oh, where? Oh, outstanding, outstanding. In this time of honored naval tradition, you will witness speeches honoring career accomplishments, presentations of awards, and there are some outstanding tear-jerkers there for awards, ma'am, I've got to warn you, and other ceremonial traditions that commemorate Lieutenant Whittaker's stellar service to our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, today's presiding officer is Commander Emily Owens, Medical Service Corps, United States Navy. Please take a moment to read her bio and close within the program. It is impressive. Commander Emily A. Owens currently serves as the Force Health Protection Officer at Marine Forces Pacific, Camp H.M. Smith, Hawaii. As a young HM2, Lieutenant Whittaker met Commander Owens while stationed back in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Commander Owens gave her an opportunity to learn about the importance of preventive medicine through on-the-job training and provided mentorship throughout her journey to commissioning and becoming the best environmental health officer she can be. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the presiding officer for today's ceremony, Commander Emily Owens.
Morning. So, good morning. Like they've already said, I'm Commander Emily Owens, presiding officer for the ceremony today. So I'd really like to, again, welcome our distinguished guests, families, friends. I'd like to say how honored I am to be here today speaking on Janice's behalf and being able to represent the contributions that she's had to the Navy military medicine, and also our joint environmental and public health community. So we're here today on this joyous occasion to celebrate and honor Janice for all of her contributions, sacrifices that she's made and her family has made to this great nation. So I would like to talk about Janice in 3 forums today. I would like to talk about Janice the person, Janice the professional, and Janice the mother and wife. So I met Janice, like they said, about 13 years ago on an island in South Pacific called Hawaii, where I'm currently assigned to Marine Forces Pacific. My first memory of Janice was she was working as an advanced lab technician stationed there at Naval Health Clinic Hawaii for Dr. Apple in the laboratory, which she's still there, by the way. I remember the first time I met Janice outside of work. It was at a small but popular restaurant, Italian restaurant. Commissioned officer. And I have down here her first assignment, which I was wrong. I found out last night during our conversation. I had her first assignment as my home state is South Carolina, but her first duty station was actually where she met Reggie. So that's a story for another time, but it's a great story too. So I don't know how many of you know about the great state of South Carolina and what they do there at Parris Island, South Carolina. They train Marines, right? I got a Marine in the audience. They train Marines there. So I was sitting at my desk. I received a call that morning. I think I was stationed actually right here in San Antonio at the schoolhouse where Janice is at now at the Medical Education and Training campus. So I picked up the phone and I heard Janice's voice on the other end describing recruit training for Marines at Parris Island. So she was talking so fast and she was like out of breath. It was probably her laboratory background kicking in. I think she was like amazed at what she was seeing. I had a picture I wanted to display today, but it's basically a Marine in full battle rattle. And the depiction or the image I got was these recruits crawling through this dirty, contaminated mud pit pond water at Parris Island. That's what she described to me. And they were on wooden poles, but they would fall off of these poles into the water and then proceed to ingest all that contaminated water in their eyes, nose, and mouth. So she already had tested them, so she proceeded to tell me about all the parasites that were in the water and how they were going to be sick as a result. She was so motivated. She had already tested the sample and knew what the recruits were susceptible to based on the lab results. So I listened. I gave her the best advice and approach that I could to shutting down Marine recruit training, which I tried to do years earlier at Marine Corps Recruit Depot in San Diego, and I wasn't very successful either. So I tell this story as a testament of Janice's professionalism, her dedication to duty, and ability to make a positive impact in the area of public health and preventive medicine in the fleet and the Fleet Marine Force. So fast forward a couple years ago when Janice got orders here to METC, to the Medical Education and Training campus. I received another call from her asking for advice about the job. But I tell you, I was so excited when I heard that she was coming to be the Navy Service Lead for the Preventive Medicine Technician Program. This is the best place in the Navy, possibly the military, to be assigned teaching and training in the joint environment, the best and the brightest. So the preventive medicine students that she is training, they will be called to deploy around the world in a moment's notice to protect our service members and their family from preventive diseases, ensuring they have clean water, safe food, and free from communicable diseases. Her professionalism makes me proud to serve alongside her, to teach others in the field with such passion. And as we're all going to be replaced in this organization, but she has been entrusted to train and develop our replacements in public health. Janice is the type of professional that we need to train the next generation. So thankful for her contributions to the public health community. So lastly, Janice as a fellow mother and service member, I can tell you this is the quality that I admire the most. It's the hardest and the toughest job out there to find this work-life balance. To serve your country with honor for 21 years and to balance being a daughter, a wife, a mother takes a very special person. So today when you leave the military, we will be your military family always. But your blood family, Mama Lola, Reggie, Darren, Avery, those are the most important people. I want to thank you for all your sacrifices and your family, because none of this would be possible without them. Although your work life may be forever changed, your family life is the constant that keeps you feeling stable. Congratulations, shipmate, on your retirement.
Ma'am, well said. Ladies and gentlemen, today's guest speakers, Chief Hospital Corpsman Retired, Jennifer Gallardo, United States Navy. Please also take a moment to read her bio enclosed also within the program, filled with some amazing descriptions of her history in the United States Navy. As of 2021, HMC Jennifer Gallardo retired and now resides in the infamous, I had to think about it here, Sin City, better known as Las Vegas, Nevada. She and Lieutenant Whittaker built a special bond dated back as early as 2005 while working as laboratory technicians at both Pearl Harbor, Macalapa, and Kaneohe Bay clinics. They have nurtured a long-time friendship and sisterhood that even with the challenges of distance and time, the bond they have created could not be broken. 17 years later, they both decided to hang their hats months within each other while still remaining closer than ever. Thank you for joining us today, Chief. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Chief.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant Commander, for that very heart-touching introduction. So, good morning, good afternoon, or as we say in the state of Aloha, Aloha! So first is I would like to thank Lieutenant Whittaker, I know her as Janice, for considering me to be her guest speaker. As Lieutenant Commander has mentioned, is that we just retired a few months apart, and she was my guest speaker back in November. So tag on it. So Janice and I have known each other since March 2005. Yes, some of you were probably still over in kindergarten. So we are that old, or I would rather say we are that salty. So first time that I saw her was during the March 2005 Navy Advancement Exam over in Block Arena. Back then, our uniform was that we had the whites and the blues. During that time, it was the whites, and you would be able to identify who your fellow corpsman is. So her and I submitted our exam about the same time, and we just looked at each other, smiled at each other, not knowing that it was going to be the beginning of a great friendship. Back then, we found out that we belonged to Naval Health Clinic Hawaii, that we were both lab tech. She was in Kaneohe Bay and I was in Macalapa. It was in Kaneohe Bay that I got to know her better when I transferred from Macalapa. And during our lunchtime is that it was 1 hour long. Lab has to be shut down or else Janice is gonna get mad because Greenside keeps on dropping off all of those HIV samples, which are not put in order in CHCS. But anyhow, so during our lunch break is that we would hook it up to Food Network. And as you all know, is that she wanted to become a future chef, establish her own restaurant. So during our lunch break is that was the time that we got to know her and her outpouring love for ketchup. She would eat anything with ketchup, probably with the sinigang, the one with the sour soup base, Filipino. If she could put ketchup on that one, she would probably will. Janice loves challenges. I remember during one of our morning clinical physical training when Chief Anderson, our senior enlisted leader back then, would actually challenge her for a run from the clinic to the back gate, back to the clinic. As you all could probably compare earlier, Janice and I are vertically challenged. So we have shorter legs, but Chief Anderson is way much taller than us. But you can tell that Janice took on that challenge and Chief Anderson came back with her. So any challenges that faces Janice is that she would actually just go ahead and take it. She might be a petite, but don't let the height fool you. It was on Christmas Day when Darren was born, and I visited them over in Tripler. I saw how happy she was to have him, and how motherhood has changed her life. Priorities have shifted. We used to go to clubbing until 0400 over in Waikiki. Where is Sessa? There you go, Sessa, like you were part of it, okay? So our priorities have changed because she needed to go ahead and take care of Darren and her family. I know for one thing for sure is that she would drop anything to take care of her family. So it was in October 2009 when her and I departed ways. I had to go over to Norfolk, Virginia, and she stayed over for a while over in Hawaii. But our friendship did not stop there. We kept in touch no matter where Navy brought us. We may not talk to each other on a daily basis, but when life doesn't get too busy, we just call or text each other, then we can go ahead and pick it up where we left off. That's how Navy life is. I'm almost done. To Janice, welcome to the retiree side. There will be times that it will feel strange because the stress level will definitely go down. You're not going to get those unnecessary phone calls or anything. No more weekly meetings, no more inspections. You can sleep in as long as you want and take naps whenever you want. You can let your hair down and paint your nails pink. You have done your time and have trained your successor. We all thank you for your loyalty and service to the world's greatest Navy, the United States Navy. I know that you were excited for the next chapter that lies ahead of you. I am looking forward of growing old with you, calling each other on the phone, asking each other, hey.
Chief, thank you so much. Thank you. You guys, I think is everyone ready for a little fun? I think we're going to have a little fun with some of the things coming forward here. So at this time, we'll begin by presenting numerous awards and recognitions. We'd like to begin with Lieutenant Whittaker's husband, followed by their children and mother. So, Mr. Whittaker, can you please come forward? Thank you. A Navy husband. The Navy husband is no ordinary man, as you all can see. For months at a time, he must navigate the world without the companionship or assistance of his wife, routinely overcoming challenges that would bring many of us to our knees. He's part doctor, part teacher, part handyman, extraordinary. He can lavish loving care on a sick toddler, help a teenager with their algebra homework, or track down a faulty circuit breaker. Is that right? All while holding down a full-time job of his own, and that is right. He's the master at creating a feast from next to nothing. And on short notice, he can whip up a scrumptious breakfast, lunch, or dinner for his wife's hungry shipmates who seem to be forever following her home. or for that pop-up at potluck in the office. All while somehow maintaining his family's meager grocery budget. He can press a set of khakis to inspection standards, tie a perfect square knot in a military neckerchief, and pack a sea bag in the cold pre-dawn as his wife prepares to set out on yet another deployment. For months at a time, he must settle for FaceTime instead of kisses, emails in place of hugs, and long-distance phone calls in lieu of his wife's touch. He always manages to smile when his sailor is at sea for the second anniversary in a row, and stoically accepts the fact that there's a 1 in 3 chance that she will have to stand duty on his birthday. He has learned to stand on a pier and wave goodbye without tears, and even as his own heart is breaking, this is true. To his children, he's the chauffeur, the umpire, the psychologist, and the spiritual advisor, the financial consultant. He's the tooth fairy. Santa Claus. Wait, I didn't read that correct. He's the tooth fairy, Santa Claus, and Easter Bunny, all rolled up into one. Again, this is true. But most importantly, he's their full-time father. To his wife, he is forever a friend, lover, partner, confidant, and soulmate. He too is a patriotic and a patriot, the sort of citizen that all of us should be, but so few of us are. He lives with sacrifice because he believes in the rights and ideals that his wife defends. And although he wears no uniform today, he's an integral part of that shield that protects this country and all that she stands for. A vital, but mostly unseen link in the long chain of freedom. He wears no medals today. He'll never reap any glory from the field of battle, but he is a hero nonetheless. In the truest sense of the word, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a Navy husband. Commander Owens, ma'am, if you'll please join Lieutenant Whittaker at center stage. Commander Owens will now present Lieutenant Commander Reginald Whittaker with a certificate of appreciation from the United States Navy. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. By the authority vested in me, it is my pleasure to express the grateful appreciation of the United States Navy to Reginald Whittaker. Today, after completing 21 years of naval service, your wife has ended an honorable and faithful service to her country, and her efforts are sincerely appreciated. Thank you for being the beautiful addition to your wife's life and for making a significant impact in her military career as a naval officer. As a fellow naval officer yourself, you have truly been an inspiration to her, not only as a mentor, but also as a partner for life. You have always put her first in everything you do and have supported her dreams and goals with all your heart, and for that, she is forever grateful. Your dedication and commitment to the entire family has paved the way for her to succeed both professionally and personally. On behalf of the Department of the Navy, I extend to you sincere thanks and express our appreciation for a job well done given this 8th day of April 2022, signed B.L. Gillingham, Rear Admiral, Medical Corps, United States Navy, Surgeon General of the Navy. sir. Thank you, sir. Commander Owens will now recognize Lieutenant Whittaker's children with certificates of appreciation. The certificates read as follows. Certificate of Appreciation from the United States Navy. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. By the authority vested in me, it is my pleasure to express the grateful appreciation of the United States Navy to Darren and Avery for your unselfish, faithful, and devoted service during your sailor's naval career. Your unfailing support and understanding helped to make possible your sailor's lasting contribution to the nation. To Darren, thank you for supporting your mom's military career and for being resilient throughout all the challenges in your life, from moving every 3 years and times when your mom had to be away for work. Your mom is truly proud of the young man you have become, and today we want to recognize your efforts in making your mom's naval career such a huge success. She will and always be your #1 fan. To Avery. Hi, Avery. To Avery, thank you for loving your mom and warming her heart every time she comes home from a long day at work to give her kisses and hugs like Olaf. She is very grateful for all the times you made her laugh and smile, because it gave her more motivation to continue to fulfill her mission every single day of her life. She is also proud of the young lady that you are and cannot wait to be there for your every step of the way as you take this journey called life. Given this 8th day of April, 2022, signed B.L. Gillingham, Rear Admiral, Medical Corps, United States Navy, Surgeon General of the Navy. Commander Owens will now recognize Lieutenant Whittaker's mom with a certificate of appreciation. Ms. Lola, welcome. Certificate reads, Certificate of Appreciation from the United States Navy. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. By the authority vested in me, it is my pleasure to express the grateful appreciation of the United States Navy to Marcelina Helen Nadu for your unselfish, faithful, and devoted service during your daughter's naval career. Your unfailing support and understanding helped to make possible your sailor's lasting contribution to the nation. Thank you for always being there for her, no matter what duty station she was assigned to, and for taking care of her and her family. Your unconditional love and the values you have taught helped define her character that led her to become an outstanding naval officer. You selflessly devoted your time and effort to ensuring that her needs were met while she managed both professional and personal careers. You also cared and embraced all the friends and family that she has met throughout her 21-year naval journey. The representation is here, right here. She wouldn't have been able to achieve all that she has accomplished without you being by her side, and for that and more, she is truly grateful. Given this 8th day of April 2022, signed B.L. Gillingham, Rear Admiral, Medical Corps, United States Navy, Surgeon General of the Navy. Thank you, Ms. Lola and family. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lieutenant Whittaker received various certificates of appreciation from senior personnel for her service, to include the Surgeon General of the Navy. We'll read only two at this time. Please hold applause until after the reading of the End of Tour Award. Commander Owens will present Lieutenant Whittaker with a certificate from Navy Surgeon General. The award reads, Dear Lieutenant Whittaker, and the Surgeon General crossed out that portion and said, Dear Janice, on the occasion of your retirement, it is with sincere pleasure that I express my appreciation for your loyal and dedicated service in the Medical Service Corps of the United States Navy. During your 21 years of service, your contributions and oust support have been integral in the success of the Navy Medical Department. A valued member of the Navy medical team, you can take great pride in a job well done. Commander Owens will now present Lieutenant Whittaker with a certificate from the MCPON, the Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy. The certificate reads, Dear Lieutenant Whittaker, you have tirelessly served our nation and our Navy over the past many years in selfless dedication to a life of service that few in our nation have been willing to shoulder. It is my sincere honor and privilege to congratulate you on this truly memorable day. As we stop all engines, lay about smartly, we recognize you and your family upon your retirement from the United States Navy. As we render honors today, posting the side boys and piping you ashore one final time, bidding farewell to a shipmate, please accept my personal gratitude for all of your sacrifices. Your strength in service and personal commitment to the entire Navy family truly made a significant impact. I wish you and your family all the best. Signed, Russell L. Smith, MCPON. We will now honor Lieutenant Whittaker with an End of Tour Award from the Defense Health Agency, a presentation from Medical Educational Training Campus, the Environmental Health Officers Community, and Shadow Box from the Medical Service Corps community to commemorate 21 years of loyal service to the world's greatest Navy. Will the guests please rise? Attention to award. Citation to accompany the award of the Joint Service Commendation Medal to Janice P. Whittaker. Lieutenant Janice P. Whittaker, United States Navy, distinguished herself by meritorious service as Program Director and Navy Service Lead, Medical Education and Training Command. Defense Health Agency, Joint Base San Antonio, Fort Sam, Houston, Texas, from February 2020 to April 2022. During this period, Lieutenant Whittaker expertly led a staff of 18 joint instructors in the delivery of 10,000 hours of curriculum to over 200 sailors, soldiers, and foreign international students annually with an overall pass rate of 98%. Her decisive actions led to the development of a distance-blended learning training platform, resulting in zero program disruption. Additionally, she established the first Defense Occupational and Environmental Health Readiness System demo training, meeting a critical training deficit that directly enhances system familiarity across the military health system. She advised students in pursuit of higher education that yielded 22 degree and 14,000, I had to read that number twice, 396 transfer credits, resulting in cost savings of $3.67 million in voluntary education. Outstanding numbers. The distinctive accomplishments of Lieutenant Whittaker culminated a distinguished career in the service of her country and reflect great credit upon herself, the United States Navy, and the Department of Defense. This is where a round of applause. Thank you. Will the guests please be seated? Thank you. Military members, please uncover and remain uncovered until instructed. Thank you. We'll have some additional presentations, so here we go. Lieutenant Salmons, please join Commander Owens center stage. Commander Owens and Lieutenant Salmons are going to be presenting some gifts, and here is where you have to stand by, okay? The first gift is from the Medical Education and Training Command Program Managers, Preventive Medicine. We're in Texas, right? Someone said we're in Texas? Yeah. The second gift is from your friends in the Environmental Health Officer community. So this is, Janice, this is from Alicia, Emily, Dawn, Max, Jetter, and Lori. Awesome. This third gift is also a special gift, and I'll read as follows. When you are stationed in Hawaii, it is customary to provide leis for retirement ceremonies. So I'd like to continue the aloha traditions and provide Janice a lei today at her retirement ceremony. Giving a lei is a cherished custom that has remained a beloved part of Hawaiian culture since ancient times. Just as the first Polynesian settlers to these beautiful islands gave leis to each other as symbols of love and celebration. Our environmental health community wanted to give you a gift, a small token of our love and our support to you in your retirement. Shipmate, fair winds and following seas. So one was from Commander and Chief Gallardo, and each one has a very special reason to present you with their leis, okay? Okay, for this next piece, I had to take a little bit of water. I take a little drink of water because I may need the. Okay. First, according to some accounts of naval history and tradition, when a sailor retires and is departing the ship for the last time, it is considered bad luck for the sailor's shadow to touch land before he or she does. Thus, the sailor's shipmates would construct a sturdy box, handcrafted of the finest materials, in which to display mementos of the sailor's accomplishments, thereby symbolically creating a shadow of the sailor. The box safely contains the sailor's shadow until he or she is safely ashore, at which time the shadow box can be given to the sailor in a presentation ceremony like today. Historically, when a sailor would join a ship's crew, they would join that ship for their entire career. During the sailor's voyages to ports of call around the world, they would collect many trinkets, souvenirs, and reminders of their travels. I have tons of those in my garage at home, and my wife can attest to that. Naturally, as space aboard ship was at a premium, these items tended to be small. When the sailor piped ashore for the last time, their shipmates saw to it that a special ceremonial box was constructed for them. The box would hold all the possessions that had been collected during those many voyages and would simultaneously symbolize the sailor's career and time aboard ship. There's a shadow box being presented here, Janice, today. There's a very, very special inscription on that shadow box. I won't read how personal and how loving and how touching the inscription is. However, Part of the inscription reads, "Honey, I just want you to do your best. Don't ever worry about failure." Janice, words of your father. Ideally, a shadow box serves not only as a reminder of achievements and accomplishments, but also as summation and culmination of a career. A shadow box should enable a stranger glancing at its contents to gain a substantial understanding of the owner's past service and their achievements. So with that, please, another round of applause. It's very touching. I'd have to say, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the podium the honoree of this joyous occasion, our Lieutenant Janice Whittaker, United States Navy.
Can y'all hear me? Okay. Whew. I had to breathe a couple times. Oh, what a beautiful day today. I definitely didn't expect all of that. I'm so grateful. I will try to make it through this speech that I made today. I told people I woke up at like 3 in the morning one day and I said, I gotta make my speech, because you all know I can talk for days. You know me very well. I would literally sit there and talk to you for days on and hours and hours. And so I'm like, people are gonna be hangry, so I need to be able to stay on track with this. I know it's already late, I promise you. I'll try to get through this and get you on out the beach and good look at. So first and foremost, I want to take this opportunity to praise God for His grace and mercy, because without Him, this day wouldn't be possible. He has truly blessed me and my family, despite our shortcomings, and His unconditional love has kept us strong through the many challenges we experience. Sometimes I wonder, what did I ever do to deserve this kind of love? But He never fails to remind me that my mere existence is enough. I also want to thank each and every one of you who are here today, whether you're physically here or online, our Facebook Live if it's on, for taking the time and effort to celebrate this momentous occasion with me. I truly appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. I know there are some people that try to come here today and they couldn't make it for various reasons, but just a thought, I feel very, very special, so thank you. My children, Darren and Avery. Hi, Ave. Hi, Darren. My mom, my parents-in-law, they're watching. Moms and pop-pops. My sister-in-law, Kathy, as well, they're watching. My sisters, Jacqueline, Sessa, and Janine is all the way in Korea. I forgive you, maybe.
Just started like 5 minutes ago.
Maybe. My brother Juju, sister-in-law Laura, Aaliyah. I tell you, Juju, Laura, and Aaliyah, pretty much just about every milestone I've had in the military, they've been there. They've allowed me to crash in their home when I was bumming out until I finished school all the way. So I just want to take that extra step today to tell you I really, really, really do appreciate you guys always taking the time to want to be with us. So thank you. My niece, Anna, Patrick, thank you for being here. My brother and sister from another mother, Lieutenant Commander Ricky Dyer and Aisha. They flew from San Diego. My sisters Mimwan and Shika. Woo-hoo. My twin ensign, Kim Morrison. Shout out to you. My awesome friend Cheryl and her daughter. Thank you, you made it. Yes, ma'am.
My Texas A&M fam, aka Party Rock. Gina, Justin, and I'm sure if Tahira could have made it here, she would have been here. And thank you for being here. We have our dear friends, Sam. I know Jared wanted to come here, but it's okay. I'll forgive him later. We have our awesome MC, Lieutenant Commander Patron, and his wife, Adriana. Again, so grateful that you guys would come all the way out here to celebrate this time with me. Jen and her family, Mama way over there, Sister Evelyn, Rachel, thank you so much. Sorry, there's a lot of people, but I just want to make sure I take the time to, recognize every single person. It takes a lot, right, to have to come out here and flights and all these things. So I just want to take this time to say I am really, really, really grateful. Brenda Owens, my awesome mentor, all the way from Hawaii, y'all. Hawaii. It's a long flight. Thank you for being here. And Cisa, that drove all the way from New Mexico with Diana. Where you at? Thank you. Every single person. Again, if I miss anybody, so sorry. Lynn, thank you for driving all the way here as well. I also want to give a special thanks to Mr. Garland. Mr. Garland, aka Playa. He's the owner of Mrs. Kitchen. For some of you guys know, I started working at a restaurant here locally, and they gave me an opportunity to just learn how to work in the area that I want to do. I want to be a chef. So they embraced me, mentored me. So they pretty much gave this awesome chicken that you're going to partake later on. So shout out to Mrs. Kitchen and Soul Food. There's going to be some finger licking good chicken, okay? Also Chef P, working with Mr. Garland again. It's been an honor and very humbling experience to work with him as well. But Nan, owner of your food truck there. You got some good briskets coming out today. Thank you so much. And some deviled eggs, gourmet, okay? Gourmet deviled eggs. I get excited about food, I'm sorry. I really just stop and everything just stops when I talk about food, Woo! I love food, okay? Everybody else doing all the stuff, I'm over there yelping stuff. Where should I go? What should I eat? You haven't tried this yet? That is me. But thank you for allowing me to be your mentee as well in me embarking this new journey of entrepreneurship and food business. Lieutenant Commander Montgomery did create these awesome programs you guys have there. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate the hard work on that. And a special thanks to Senior Chief Reyes and his family, Maria, Melanie, Lorenzo, and Rosie. Yes! This event would not be possible if it wasn't for him and his family. So thank you so much. NFTSC, thank you for providing all these awesome resources that we have right now. And everybody else that partake, the volunteers, if I can literally hug and shake every single one of you, I will. I just want to extend the gratitude. 21 years is a lot. And to sum it up in one day, so it takes a village, it takes a community to make it extra special. So thank you. So now I get to speak, right? Woo! So 21 years, like I said, every time I tell people that I've served 21 years in the Navy, I still can't even believe it when I say it, right? Not to mention people look at me like, 21 years? Wait, you look like you're 12? Where's your mom? What? Wait, what? It just seems like I just left Florida to go to boot camp in Chicago, where my Chicago boot campers at. 2001. To embark on a journey that I had no idea would turn out to be life-changing for me. Born and raised in the Philippines, as many of you know, proud to be Filipino and African-American, a biracial child that's, wanted to belong. But I was able to experience and have the best of both worlds coming here to America. Growing up was tough, but also very humbling, because I experienced what it was like not to have the privileges that we have here. And it taught me to always be grateful for what I have. I look back at the times when we had to pump our own water, yes we did, and carry it back to the house as little kids. We talk about, water and safety and the things that I do here, but back then it was something that was so precious, and that's probably why I decided to join the public health field. Water was definitely questionable, a lot of particles in there, but that's all you had. That's all you had. Hot water was not a thing coming from the shower, that's a luxury. Most of the times my mom would have to heat up water put it in with the mixing with the cold water so it won't be freezing for us. But for the most part, it was a humbling experience. So I should have known I was going to be a good fit for the military because I have no problem doing 1-minute showers and I was trained very well. In and out, get important part, in and out. I remember eating McDonald's was a luxury. My dad would send us money here. He was here in the U.S. and he'll send us money, but it takes time to get to the Philippines sometimes. And we always knew though, when we finally got the money, Mom would start walking down from that street. She got the McDonald's bag. We're like, woo! We'd have hit the jackpot, Mama. You know, spot her a mile away. But if she, but the kick was if she had a chocolate sundae with it. Oh man, Daddy had a race. Okay, like, wasn't just a cheeseburger. You got a sundae with it. Ooh. Those were the good days. You know, I swear it was the best tasting Big Mac and fries we have ever had. Nowadays, you're like, Big Mac, what? You know? I also remember living through a volcano eruption. We lived and we saw ashes and rocks falling down the sky. I literally thought we were going to die, you know, that kind of moment. But it was surreal because I was so young and it just felt like, what's going to happen to us, you know? So we didn't really know what to do or where to go at the time. At one point I remember we tried to evacuate, but I'm not sure what happened, and my mom decided just to come back to the house and pray. The public health infrastructure was non-existent at the time, and it was devastating to see the impact of such a calamity in a country that lacked basic necessities. Like any other immigrants out there, I dreamed for a better life, a better future here in America, the land of opportunities. So at 15, I left the Philippines. Remember stopping in Atlanta airport. Some of you guys, I told you about this story. I saw the biggest pancake in my entire life at the Atlanta airport, and I was like, whoa, I want that one. You know, we eat rice. We don't do pancakes over there too much. So good, but I felt so bad because I couldn't finish it. And you know, again, when you grow up in times you don't know if you're gonna have another meal, you don't waste food, children. But he just smiled, he laughed, he was like, it's okay, honey. It's okay. So, made it to Jacksonville, next chapter of my life began. I always knew I was going to the military for some reason. It's just a matter of which service I was going to do, right? We are a family of different branches. Most of us served, and our dad leading the pack. My dad was a retired Air Force Chief Master Sergeant. My 3 sisters all joined the Air Force. 2 of my brothers were in the Army, and myself and my other brothers were in the Navy. The Jackson kids were not playing. We were in deep with the military, and plus Dad was like, what's your plan after high school? Because you ain't staying here. The recruiters are ready for you. They wait. I've always wanted a career in the medical field. Everybody that knew me, I just wanted to be a doctor. That's all I wanted to do. And my dad and I believed that the Navy offered the best experience for me as a hospital corpsman, so I signed my life away to the Navy. So let's talk about boot camp real quick now. I mean, I didn't realize, I guess, what I signed up for when I joined the Navy though. It was a blur coming off the plane, but do y'all remember P-Days, right? Man, it was rough. All sorts of things happening, bad haircuts. We were marching everywhere, sweating. Shots left and right. Which arm now, which butt now? I don't even know. You know, I was like, where am I? What have I done? Mommy, help me, please. But to me, I was able to endure all the hardships during boot camp. The worst part is the darn swim test. First of all, I don't know why I did not plan for the fact that I have to swim in the Navy. We do have ships. I didn't grow up around water, and swimming lessons were too expensive, so needless to say, I did not plan for that. It's not my strong skill, and till to this day, I swim to survive, not for pleasure. Thank you very much. So I just remember being so scared of the jumping off that platform. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I don't even know how to swim at all back then, and now you want me to jump off this platform, like down there. Thread water, and then swim forward. I'm like, that's a lot. So I got up there and, you know, anxiety's out of control, so scared. Well, unfortunately, if you hesitate for about a couple seconds, they push you. We ain't got time to sit here and wait for you. So I got pushed, I just kept praying, went down. I was like, whoo, Lord, trying to tread water. Again, I don't know how to swim. But then at one point, somebody smacked me in the face. So that I start sinking down. So of course I had to get me out. And get out, you gotta do it again. I'm gonna do it again. No, do it again. Lord mercy. At this point, I don't even know exactly how many times I tried to do the swim call. You do that walk of shame walk with the wrapped up towel and your swim thingy gear. Like, hey, you're gonna make it today, And then you come back, you're like, oh no, tomorrow, you got this. It's okay. Woo! And then ODS hits. They're like, man, you have to do that again. Do what again? So that the one I just did, like 10 years ago, didn't count? Nope. It's like, you got this. It's gonna be okay. Same thing. Didn't really pass for the first couple times, and I just thought to my mind, I made it this far. I am not gonna let this water take me down, okay? I'm gonna keep floating up. I'm gonna feed my baby and take care of my mom. We got this. So I made it through. There's a whole thing with the page 2. It was scary, but at the end of the day, I did it. It was torture, but I survived. I was in boot camp when 9/11 hit. I just remember RDCs talking about what just happened and the emotion. We did our passing review with empty bleachers. But I was still so proud. I wanted to show off all of my movements and everything. Because you know what? I earned it. I'm a Navy sailor. After that, hospital corpsman A school, Chicago, lots of fun. Jan Van rides to Gurney Mills, hey. My first ever karaoke performance, some random club over on the base. I don't even know. Y'all know I like karaoke, love karaoke. Parcheesi's, everybody know Parcheesi's, right? Such a blast. I also felt so proud to call myself a Navy hospital corpsman. The most decorated rating in the Navy. I truly enjoyed my time as a general hospital duty corpsman, but I aspired to be a physician assistant. So when I was stationed in Kings Bay, Georgia, I'll never forget Lieutenant Stone. His name was Lieutenant Jimmy Stone. He was a really cool PA, and he was like, you know what, you should go to lab school. If you want to be a real good PA or a provider, you should be a lab tech. Shout out to my lab techs out there. So I went, 2004, Virginia, awesome experience there. I had a really good time in school, got to meet some really awesome people, and I'm still friends with till this day. It was challenging because they condensed the program, 2-year program into one, but I got to go to a civilian school in Virginia and then had civilian instructor. So I love learning, don't know what to tell you, I'm a bit of a nerd, so I love school. My husband calls me an overachiever a lot of times because I'll do all those extra credits even if I already got 100. But it's okay, you never know you need those extra credits. I mean, just saying, A++++, right? So then I became a lab tech, worked at Naval Health Clinic Hawaii, Kaneohe Bay. Hawaii is one of the best duty stations, I could say, for me. Not just because it's a beautiful island, but because of the friendships that were created there. This is where I met Jen, just got out of lab school, ready to take on the world. And yes, we did a lot of partying, per se, in the early times before Darren came through. But we also hiked a lot, Aloha Fridays, we might wear some snowboard shorts and stuff like that, or whatever, swim shorts on Fridays, but we had a great time. Jen was a good girl, I was the crazy one, so I'm pretty sure you already know that. I also got to work with some awesome civilians there, and then I gave birth to my son at Triple Army Medical Center. So Hawaii gave me a lot of memories. Also where I met Commander Owens, like I said. So at the time, she was lieutenant, department head of Prev Med. At some point in my career, I was like, you know what, I kind of want something more. I can't stop talking. So machines and me just did not work out very well. I kind of need to have the people around me, and I was like, ooh, I don't know, I gotta get out. So Miss Apple at the time was like, you know what, you should check out Prev Med, Prev Med, you should really see what they do, and I think you're gonna like it. So I did. So I met up with Lieutenant Owens at the time, and she gave me an opportunity to work with her and learn what Prev Med techs do in the Navy. Fell in love with it, absolutely, and I wanted to further my career in public health, so I applied for the program to become an EHO. I will never forget the time when I needed to get an interview from an EHO for my package, and it had to be an 04 and above, so Lieutenant Owens couldn't do it at the time. I was set up to do an interview. To make the story short, I wasn't given the interview for reasons about me not having enough chemistry courses, whatever it was. So I was so devastated. Went back to my car. I was ready, ready to do the interview. Went back to my car and just cried. Called her, and she was like, okay, don't worry about it. Let's go figure out who else we can do, who else we can have for you. But I kept my composure in the room, and then she pretty much had me Lieutenant Commander Lyons at the time, to do my interview. And I put on my dress blues and said, you know what, I have to keep trying. I have to keep going. So I was so scared meeting Lieutenant Commander Lyons at the time. By this time, my self-confidence was shut down. I was just gonna go in though and be myself and show him that I could be an outstanding naval officer if given a chance. So he was laid back, asked me some questions about why I wanted to become an HO and those sort of things. At the end of the interview, he told me that he believed in me and he thinks that I'd be an exceptional naval officer. So I decided to share this story with you all today, not to shed negative light in any way, but to remind us that we all have a story. That sometimes life throws you curveballs that you may not have anticipated. You may feel self-doubt at times and things may not go your way, but the point is to not give up and keep pushing forward to the best of your ability. My dad used to always say, honey, don't ever look back, keep moving forward, because it is not the past or the shoulda, woulda, couldas that matters, but it's your ability to work through what's next because you can't change the past. One person's opinion didn't stop me from chasing my dreams because I was able to realize that another one saw the fire in me. And he said that I was going to go places and seize every opportunity. So Commander Owens and Captain Lyons, now wherever you are, thank you for believing in me when I didn't really believe in myself. I'm truly grateful for you both. And so it took me a while to get accepted to officer program. I had a little bit of a small break in service. I just remember I wasn't getting paid the 1st and the 15th anymore. I was like, what is this? Oh my God, where's my money? Why am I not get paid anymore? But it was a choice whether I go to school or I keep staying in, but I would have lost my program. So at the time I was single and I was raising my 2-year-old kid, and I go, man, what am I gonna do? So I went to College Station. Thank God for free healthcare, Texas, yes, for kids, for low-income families, because I was able to keep up at least his medical care. I was like, look, I'm taking all these vitamins, whatever. I ain't getting sick because I have no. I don't got TRICARE no more. Woo, TRICARE. But I remember going to church, giving the last bit of money I had left at that donation plate and praying that God would move mountains for me and allow me the commission so I could support my child. I was on unemployment, but at some point take a part-time job while taking 4 classes at a time and take care of my child. I spent a lot of time staying up late so I could study after I put my son to bed, and just exhausted beyond means. But I wrote down Lieutenant J.G. Jackson somewhere on my board. And so whenever I got tired, I'd look at it and be like, girl, no, because that's going to be real. That's going to be you. And thank God, it was tough, but God sent me some angels my way. My part of our crew was there throughout all that. They really made my time in College Station a memorable one. I got to experience living the college life and got to share my family, military life with them. We always had a Jersey Shore night, karaoke nights, and just bonded amidst the different challenges we were facing individually. So I'm truly grateful. Then I finally got accepted to the program, got commissioned in 2012, went to Newport. I was like, what is Newport? What? I had to look at the map, like what is this place? Of course, like any new incoming officer, you think you can pick where you want to go, but no, they tell you where to go, right? But Newport was by far the best duty station for me, as you all already know, because I met the love of my life there, Reginald Whittaker. There is a story, but we don't have time for that today. It's hot, and I know y'all like, look, is she gonna be done by now? I got it. I'm almost done, I promise. My journey as an EHO is by far not the easiest, but most definitely a rewarding time in my military career. I learned a lot, I made a lot of mistakes, had to figure things out a lot, but never hesitated to reach out to my colleagues or someone and say, I don't know how to do this, please help me. I like to think of myself as a jack of all trades, because you can throw anything at me. I may not know it right away, but I'll function and I'll figure it out. I may not be an expert, but I'll get through it. So one of the things I love about public health is just never one thing happening at one time, right? Literally, COVID, water issues here. Oh, by the way, so-and-so got bit by a squirrel over there. Can you help him, please? Vomiting, pooping anywhere, all in one day, for real, all in one day. It sounds like it's a lot to deal with, but I was just so fascinated about it all and just absolutely loved it. I love being an AHO. I couldn't have asked for a better tour to end my military career than here, molding and educating our future PMTs. I know you guys are all sitting there right now. I am just truly, truly grateful to have been in this position to say I was able to guide you guys through your journey as PMTs in the Navy. So thank you. The Navy helped me grow into a sailor, naval officer, mother, wife, daughter, sister, and friend that I am today. It's a place where I felt like I truly belong, and it's okay for me to be different. Diversity and representation matters. It allows for the different cultures, backgrounds, and minds to come together, work through the differences, and create something beautiful and powerful. People I've met through every duty station, every TAD, and every deployment become our family and lifelong friends. The relationships we have built over time for the last 21 years and the places we've seen are priceless, and for that I'm always thankful. Like I said, it takes a village, a community to be successful in the military. To all the leaders here, and I mean each and every single one of you listening, because you all are leaders, seize every opportunity given to you with humility, pride, and honor. Continue to wear the uniform with pride, and when you find yourself wondering, why am I here? Or you somehow lost your way, think about your core values and ask the question, what legacy do I want to leave behind? Think about the principles of servant leadership and think about what drives you. Be the change and don't be scared to make waves as long as you know it's for the good. Take on the world and don't let anybody, and I mean anybody, take your shine. It takes a special kind of person to serve in the military, and you're here so stand up tall, hold your head up high, but do not forget that you are human just like everybody else, and allow yourself permission to care for yourself always so you can care for others. Remember to live and not just exist. Life is too beautiful and too short to just go with emotions. Love hard, embrace your families and loved ones every chance you get. Work will always be there, but those significant moments with the ones you truly care about is what matters. Laugh and smile as much as you can, like I do, because not only does the soul good, but it also impacts everyone around you in such a way that may mean more to them than you can ever imagine. To my sisters, my ride or die for life, y'all all been here for me every step of the way. Thank you for the laughs, the cries, the guidance and support and the love you've given me. I'm so lucky to have sisters like you in my life, and I'm so grateful for the bond that we share. No matter where life took us, what challenges we may face, I always know that I can count on you all for anything and everything. I love you all so much. To my brothers, y'all are crazy, but I love you. I learned a lot from you all, and thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I learned a lot from y'all, and thank you for supporting me in my time in the Navy all these years. I will always cherish the moments we all spent, and I will always be here no matter what. So my dad, I would have paid anything and everything to see you sitting in front of me today, and to hear your voice saying, honey, you did it. And I'm so proud of you. I know you're always watching us from wherever you are, quietly cheering us on like you always have. Thank you for all your words of wisdom and all the times you encouraged me when I wasn't at my best. Thank you for all the laughs and the late night chats we have had that inspired me to pursue this journey in my life. I love and miss you dearly. To my nanay, aka my mom, I'm so grateful for your unconditional love and for always being there for me and my family and my friends. Everywhere I went, you were always there to cook for everybody. I know there are times we may not agree on things, but I always know that Mom will always be your #1 fan, forever and always. I love you, bud. To my beautiful daughter, Avery, aka AV Pooh. We had no idea your presence had forever changed our lives. You came out with a full set of hair, eyes wide open, and ready for the world. I'm so amazed by your independence and your ability to command presence everywhere you go. You are a smart, funny, and loving kid, and I'm both honored and proud to be called your mom. Thank you for always making us smile, and I can't wait to see you grow up. I know you're going to succeed in whatever path you choose in life. I love you, Abe. Last but not least, my better half, my king. The one that made all of this happen today, Reggie. There aren't enough words in a dictionary to let you know how much you mean to me and how much you've changed my life. I thank God for blessing me with your love, and I can't ever imagine life without you. You're my rock, my confidant, my lover, my partner, my mentor, my anime partner, my shoulder to cry on, my yin to my yang. Thank you for teaching me patience and for listening to me talk about work all the time. And for helping me write every single one of my fit reps. Yeah, he did. Thank you for allowing me to be me and no one else. Thank you for putting up with my crazy, because I'm crazy. And there's been never been a time that you didn't think of me and our family first. I'm so inspired by your leadership and your ability to calmly take on the day regardless of what gets thrown your way. You're a man of God, and I'm grateful to share my spiritual connection with you. You're always here to support me no matter what I do. I don't know how you manage to make me fall in love with you over and over again, but you do. And for that, I'm grateful. Mahal kita. In closing, woo! You're like, yes, finally! We're burning up in here! Sorry, y'all, I had to let all that. It's truly been my pleasure and honor to serve our country. Thank you for taking the time to celebrate with me today, and I wish you all nothing but the best life has to offer. Thank you very much.
I now present one of Janice's longtime brother and friend. He and Janice have known each other since 2005, back in their Aloha days. This Aloha days keeps coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Hospital Corpsman retired Ferdinand Agile, United States Navy.
You messed up and gave me a mic. Real quick, off script. Us at the Agile family household, and you know there's many of us, would like to say mahalo for allowing our family to be a part of your family. So from our ohana to yours, special gift and made by Maganja Chanda. Flag detail. Post. I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I fly majestically over great institutions of learning. I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and see me. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident. I am courageous. I am proud. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is a little higher, my colors a little truer. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am worshipped. I am saluted. I am respected. I am revered. I am loved, and I am feared. I have fought in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. Gettysburg, Wilderness, Spotsylvania, Cold Harbor, San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, the Argonne Forest, Anzio, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, Guam, Okinawa, Tarawa, Korea, Vietnam, the Persian Gulf, Afghanistan, and scores of places long forgotten by all, except by those who were there with me. I was there. I led my sailors and Marines. I followed them. I watched over them. They loved me. I was on a small hill in Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-worn, and torn, but my sailors and Marines cheered me, and I was proud. I was at Ground Zero in New York City on September 11th as America was attacked. I was raised from the ashes of once proud buildings by brave firefighters, heroes, who risked their lives to save others, showing all that America, although bloody, will never be beaten. Those who have destroyed me cannot win, for I am the symbol of a freedom, of one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I have been soiled, burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of my own country. And when it is by those whom I have served with in battle, it hurts. But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the surly bonds of earth, and from my vantage point on the moon, I stand watch over the uncharted frontiers of space. I have been a silent witness to all of America's finest hours. But my finest hour comes when I am torn in strips to be used as bandages for my wounded comrades in the field of battle. When I fly half-mast in honor of soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. And when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the graveside of her fallen son or daughter, I am proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wave. Dear God, long may I wave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Commander Carlson will now deliver the benediction, followed by the reading of the watch.
Such a stirring time together. And Janice, I can't help but think of the scripture that says in Isaiah 40, comfort my people, says your God. Speak tenderly to Jerusalem. Many people in the world are in trouble today, in places like Ukraine. And in places like the Philippines, there's people that still don't have a whole lot in our own country. And He's shown us so much love of the country. And so, would you all join me in the benediction? According to your tradition, as I pray according to mine. Oh God, as Janice has said, I keep falling in love again and again with you, Reggie. May our love today grow for one another, for those that you've put in our lives, husbands, wives, children's parents, for our country, this land we live in, and most of all, the God who made us, who's worthy. Would you help us, oh God, to love you and then fall in love again and again with the one who knows us and who unconditionally gave His only Son, Christ. In your holy name, amen.
Bosun, stand by to pipe the side. Lieutenant Whittaker is going ashore. This order has been passed on naval ships from the 1500s through today. Spanish, French, English, Dutch, yes, every navy in the world has used the bosun's call and side boys to bring aboard or send ashore its officers, visiting officers, and dignitaries. The side boys would haul on the ropes and raise or lower the boarding platform so officers would not have to climb the rat lines hanging over the side of the ship used by the crew when going ashore or coming aboard. This honor was extended to visiting dignitaries and port officials. It was not uncommon for the commanding officer of a ship to order up the jolly boat a crew of 8 strongbacks, side boys, and a bosun to send an old shipmate and fellow officer to his shore retirement home, never to sail on a naval ship again. All hands on deck was passed, and speeches were made about great victories, battles fought, upon the open sea, raging storms weathered, and voyages to distant and strange lands with ports a call others only dreamed about. Then a fine sword, a brace of pistols, a rifle, or a musket, or maybe a sea chest of fine wood and bound in brass was presented to remind him or her of crews and ships with which they had served. The bosun would stand tall beside boys, and the retiree would request permission to go ashore. He stepped to the platform, and the side boys would lower away as the jolly boat.
Lesson of history. This environmental health officer stood the watch. Many times she would cast her eye ashore, seeing her husband, Reggie, her children, Darren and Avery, her parents, her brother and sister, would need her hand to hold during those hard times, but she still stood the watch. She stood the watch for 21 years. She stood the watch so that we, our families, our fellow countrymen and women could sleep soundly in safety, knowing that this extraordinary naval officer, Mustang, stood the watch. So today, I'm here to say, ma'am, the watch stand relieved by those you trained, guided, and led, and inspired. Lieutenant Janice Whittaker, sister, you stand relieved. We have the watch. Bosun, stand by to pipe the side. Lieutenant Whittaker, go to shore one last time.
I will now present Lieutenant Whittaker with her retirement orders. Guests, thank you for remaining standing and for the duration of the ceremony. Military members, please cover. Attention orders. View purse. Order 2861, official retirement orders for Lieutenant Janice Helen Whittaker, Medical Service Corps, United States Navy. In carrying out processing these orders on 1 September of 2022, you will be transferred to the retired list with the grade of lieutenant and with retired pay of 03E. When directed by reporting senior, detach in August of 2022 from Defense Health Agency, Health Information Technology Detachment, San Antonio, UIC 3166 Bravo, Permanent Duty Station, Texas, San Antonio. Proceed to home of selection. Regard relieved of all active duty effective at 2400 hours on date of detachment. Your dedicated service to the Navy and your country is deeply appreciated. May you enjoy every success and happiness in the future. Signed, A. Hulsey, Rear Admiral, U.S. Navy, Commander, Navy Personnel Command. Ladies and gentlemen, now Lieutenant Whittaker will now request permission to go ashore from Commander Owens. Lieutenant Janice Whittaker, United States Navy, will now be going ashore. Lieutenant Janice Whittaker, United States Navy, retired, departing. Commander, United States Navy, departing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege. Navy family, departing.